Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wisconsin Summit 3. Finally, day 2. It's beautiful. It's beautiful having a day 2. What do you think?
Dude, it's beautiful having a day 2. It is not so beautiful weather outside. It snowed all throughout last night.
Yeah, slush and walking here, I'm pretty sure I stamped my foot on the door like 5 times to get the snow off. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Gauntlet stage, a first ever in Wisconsin Summit history. Gauntlet stage. I believe we are commentating A and B, so that has Verminator into Danila. Winner fights CRB. And I believe our second one is...
We're going to have Fuyo versus Ethan, a.k.a. Cheese1107.
Ethan?
And the winner of that will fight against Skyward Hero. So...
Those are some bangers.
We have some interesting sets, and this is also the first time that we've had a Day 2 of Summit. First time that we're also having Gauntlet in a Summit.
Yep.
For those of you who will be confused, we will allude a little bit more after this initial match. But I think if our players are ready to go, then we might just want to hop right into it. Because... we have Verminator versus Danila.
Which, Thursday Throwdown Classic. I mean, this happens all the time. Very, very, I would say an unfortunate draw for Verm. Although, I know he's taken some sets. I don't know their exact head-to-head, unfortunately, off the top of my head. Maybe do you have Smash? I can pull up.
I'd have to pull it up a little bit.
We'll pull it up. Maybe we can talk about it. But I know Verm's at least taken a set, so this should be a good competitive set. Hoping not to see a 3-0 either way.
Yeah, you were speaking as well about how, Danila versus Verminator is, one of the Milwaukee Classics. The winner as well will also face against CRB. And I have never seen...
the Milwaukee Gauntlet, bro.
It is quite literally the Milwaukee Gauntlet. This is just a Thursday Throwdown, losers quarters, losers semis, into going against CRB in losers finals or winner side grands, however it goes.
Yep.
But these two are chatting it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm also curious, how were their pools, at least, yesterday? Because I heard that Danila was starting the Gauntlet, but he went through quite the Gauntlet yesterday.
So, Danila, in his pool, I believe went Game 5 every single set. So he went Game 5 and won against Fuyo. Went Game 5 and unfortunately had an SD against... It was literally Game 5, last stock, SD'd against Tasabu. Yeah, there's a... I love that picture for Danila. Okay, so Verm's actually got 4 wins. So Verm wins about a quarter of the time here. Yeah. We'll see if that's one of the quarters.
That image of Verm makes it look like he wants to, sell me car insurance. Or that he's, an associate of Better Call Saul trying to show off and wants to be your lawyer.
Actually, now that I think about it, both of these guys are Game 5 demons. Because Danila went Game 5 and lost against Galleon as well. But Verm went Game 5 and lost against Gray. And went Game 5 against Ethan and lost too. So this really is if this doesn't go Game 5, I want a refund. I want a refund if this doesn't go Game 5. I want to see this.
These players went through the ringer yesterday, and in addition, a lot of Wisconsin players, we don't have a lot of multi-day Wisconsin events. So now it's a question of also, do they have the stamina to continue off of their runs and all of their games that they played yesterday?
Yeah.
I know that a lot of the players in the Summit, they were grinding. D-Money was grinding last night. Galaxies was grinding for some character experience, but it all comes down to Gauntlet now.
Yep, like I said, we'll see if they're both going to go Game 5 or finally one of them maybe pulls out a 3-0. Of course, Sonic Heroes, which has been playing in our heads for the last 20 minutes as they've been setting up.
Backsmash the certified Sonic Heroes. Haters he alluded to. And now both these players, though, trying to get in. And I'm kind of iffy about this matchup because you have Bayonetta want to get those initial combos, but you have such a low-down character with Greninja where a lot of those ABKs not going to be linking necessarily as much as you'd like to.
Yeah, and one thing that I know Verm hates about this set, at least from what I've talked about him and what I can think about, is Greninja doesn't really have a hitbox on that up B, and he's only got the 2 ways he can do it, right? He's only got two options to do. So as long as Bayo puts an up B, I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but as long as Bayo puts an up B there, I mean that's an edge guarded Greninja.
A little bit of edge-guarded Greninja, but now you see Verm really making the most of his time on stage, getting a little bit of these up air resets onto Danila as now, even with a little bit of the Hydro Pumping, keeping Danila off that stage. I don't really see Bayonetta again that often. I wonder if it's going to happen in this set, though.
Maybe. I mean, even if you Hydro Pump Bayo once, they've got 3 more up Bs, another side B. I wouldn't be surprised if a 4th up B shows up. No, a minute in, no stocks taken yet. Oh, I should not open my mouth. Just kidding. We're fine. We're good. We're good.
We are living. Both these players want to continue their lives in this winner's bracket, though. But facing against CRB, you gotta do stuff like that. Verm with the offstage play against Danila. I'm hardly sure it can kill.
Yeah, that's a good way to start off Summit Day 2, I think. Oh, is gonna die to that jab though. almost fell out, I'd like to point out. If it was maybe one more second of holding that rapid jab, I think Greninja was falling out. I saw him slipping through the jab.
That was good presence of mind from Danila to actually like end that rapid jab as quickly as it could have started. As for a character who you have to find like those proper kill confirm windows or those proper 1-2 kill confirms, jab for Bayonetta, it's such a blessing. I was so confused when they patched that in.
Yeah.
Now both these players are trying to get that initial hit to get this combo game started as so many parries coming out of Danila's part.
I was gonna say Verm, a lot of unsafe aerials getting upbeat. Although honestly, 58, that's not like too bad for like 1-2 Bayo entrances. Like if I'm Verm, I'm taking that.
And it's interesting though how that witch time actually bat within put Danila right in the way of Verminator, even the follow up after the up air. And if there's one thing I know about Greninja players, they are ready for when people fall out of their moves.
They will still complain about it on Twitter, but at least they're ready for it. At least they're ready for it.
They're ready for it as Verm looks like he's ready to take this next stock. This could be the end of Danila's second stock at this point, but now trying to get back into the stage as now Verm cannot seem to get center stage at this point. That's a little hard way to get back to the stage, but Verm does manage to weave back in.
I'm surprised Danila didn't go off stage there at all. What? Huh?
Yeah, might be off stage, but Verm wants to keep his feet planted on stage. Both these players do as they're trading stocks back and forth in this game number 1.
I was gonna say this feels like a lot more tense than just a regular game 1, but like you gotta remember, these guys have played 16 times. Danila hasn't been in Wisconsin for too long. I don't think a year yet, and yet 16 sets between these two players. So this really could just go any way. I think we don't even have like a feeling each other out like how do they play thing. I think they're just getting into it.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you have like players playing each other for the first time, and it's purely the matchup. It's the characters at that point. But now we're at the point where you're adapting to the player, and then people are already adapting to the players back and forth as Danila looking to adapt and take that game number 1.
Yeah, that was a really, really good opening off that 80K for Danila. Looks pretty satisfied with themselves. That's good, that's good, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of these openings from Danila have kind of come off, as you mentioned, those unsafe Greninja aerials on shield, but the one time he got that aerial ABK opening, he took it all the way to the bank. He cashed the tech and delivered it.
They're staying on Sonic Heroes the whole set. They just clicked it again. You're like happy with that. You don't even care. You're like, yeah, it's fun.
Look, man, I got songs that I'm personally not a fan of. Sonic Heroes is one that I'm content with.
all right. Going to this game number 2, I'm hoping Verm's maybe gonna space his moves a little bit more. Again, Danila can do so much damage off of just one unsafe or predictable nair.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like, those aerials from Verminators you mentioned. It's these nairs on shield, it's the falling bears, and Bayonetta, when you're just sitting there on the ground, you're just waiting for that initial grab, for that initial wish twist.
Danila's parries are absolutely insane. I think they've parried more than they've shielded moves.
Which, honestly, I will say, like, for a Bayonetta player looking for that sort of witch twist out of shield, those parries are going to be making your game. That makes your advantage
100%.
state. We're just running up at each other. Danila just happy to take another witch twist, another clean combo against the Verminator. And now, Verminator off stage, a little bit of extra bullet arts to get him that kill percent, and now...
Oh, bye. Well, see ya. See ya.
See ya. Goodbye. Danila saying, I'm tired of game 5s. I want to seal this out with a 3-0 at this point.
Oh my god, that up air and that witch twist is insane.
I remember talking to a few Bayonetta players where when they get those initial confirms, that falling reverse up air on that platform, the entire ocean opens up. Your combo tree just expands so far and wide as Danila looking to expand this lead.
Oh my god. Oh, I wonder what they thought. Maybe they thought Verm was going to up B.
Maybe an up B, yeah.
Oh my god, the amount of Bayo lag that Danila is just in. I mean, Verm's going to need something. Yeah. You need a little bit of some to finally break through this. Danila's like, no, give me CRB now.
CRB wants to bring this back to what is effectively Thursday Throwdown, losers semis, losers finals. He already has Verminator down to a single stock, and now the question is, what about small battlefield is really pushing the Danila's favor at this point?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that again, we could still see a Verm come back, but I hope they don't stay on small the entire time. Maybe this is like a, hey, in 16 sets we realized we both like small. Maybe it is. I mean, it'd be nice to try somewhere new, just in case.
Sometimes you just want to, like, mix it up. Maybe there's not even, like, a big advantage, but it's just a change of scenery. You're tired of seeing the constant stone color of small battlefield.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Galleon the other day, we were just looking at the background. I mean, look at that. Like, where are we? What is this?
Well, we are, like, at some waterfalls or something, and
It's like a castle in the background.
there's castles, there's everything. But speaking of everything, Danila wants to
Oh,
take
no!
everything to the bank. Not quite going to get the second Witch Twist off of the top. That could have spelled the end of Verminator's second game and his second stock. But now, oh my god.
Okay,
bear-
okay. That was barely a kill. But we're in it. We're in it. He's still in it.
It's barely a kill, but you said it yourself. It's still a kill at this point, which is what Verminator really needs if he does want to bring the second game back.
Oh, Verm, I need this, Verm.
Bro, Pack Smash needs this. Verminator needs this especially. He needs this game number 3 to be
147.
Verminator is at a little bit worse for wear, but this is honestly in the percent where a lot of those Bayo confirms, those linkages are not going to be working just yet. We might be looking.
Ah, good ABK back air. Verm, okay. Verm's a little scared. I mean, Danila had him. Danila was a little scared. I think Verm put some fear in there. Unfortunately, I did see Verm do this, right? The run it back. It looks like we are going to go back to small battlefield. I'm hoping with a different song.
Oh. They already even picked the song. It wasn't just like random. That was explicitly chosen. They love the song.
You know, you can't win them all. You really can't. You can't win them all.
Look, all I'm going to say is at least they picked like a song with lyrics and melody as opposed to Electroplankton or 25
Yeah, you know what?
meters.
You know what, Riffle? It could be worse. You're right. It could be worse.
Dude, it could be worse. And Verminator is looking to not make this Gauntlet or the set look a little bit worse as he wants to try and get at least one game on the board in this Gauntlet scenario. A little bit of dash attack, get under those fair trains that Danila wants to start his combo game, and now both these players, they're looking for those combo starters, but those Witch Twists, as we've seen before, netting so much good, clean damage from Danila. Wow.
Oh. Wow. I will never not be impressed by Bayos and their resource management. Like every time I think that Danila does such a good job of only having like using almost everything and then saving that last thing for when they like desperately need it.
It's like they
so
always
good.
Bayonetta is kind of like, have like, that second dessert stomach. You always think like, they're full as they use everything, and then they always have that one extra thing, that one extra jump, that one extra ABK that you never really expect. And it's only Bayo mains that know how to use it properly.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, I thought he SD'd. Unfortunately, an up tilt back are going to take that first stock. But Verm is still very much in this set, right? Trying to make it look a lot more like game 1.
He's been catching and it's like, actually been playing really patiently around a lot of these air dodges from Danila. He's been missing a few of these like smash attacks off of it, but I think that just says that we might see something like that later on in this game.
Oh, it goes deep for an edge guard. Oh, hopefully he doesn't get edge guarded of his own. No, he's chilling. He's chilling. He's the Verminator. He knows more. He knows more than I do.
He's trying to get back. He wants to know how to take this stock though, because Danila has been living these high percents, but that fair is definitely the answer he was looking for. And now, that was the widest ranging hitbox of up tilt that I have ever seen. The widest ranging hitbox of up smash. And now, had to spend the air dodge as well to get back. That's when you know the Bayoneta's out of everything, when they go to the air dodge.
Half the air dodge, yeah.
Up smash as well, but not even getting the
save? What? Verm couldn't punish that? Oh. Oh, that was really good.
He does actually manage, and Danila going with the aggressive option off the ledge, and now suddenly Verminator back to the edge, not going to get tagged by the bullet arts, so he is still living.
Over.
The question though is for how long, is Danila looking to scout another one of those bears, another one of these jabs. Anything can take the stock at this point.
Oh, dodges up to back here. I think we're out of the percent range. Verm has to make something happen, like in this stock.
Good fair to like cash Bayo in that landing lag. The double ABK. I think that Verminator might be dead at that point.
I wonder if he meant to side B. I don't know if he did or not.
I'm not sure, but either way, that did spell the end of the Verminator stock, and this could be his last stock in this Gauntlet that just started. The lazy nair off the stage, but Verminator perfectly catching with the bear. Why is there always another Witch Twist? There's always another one.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh, there's the landing up air.
Oh, no. Okay. Frog is on the ground. The frog has landed. I repeat, the frog has landed.
It could have been party time, but the cops were called before it got too rowdy. Danila, though, looking to still seal out the stock, which Twist not quite going to connect, but Verminator will take that instead with the forward air, and now this is similar to how we've seen a lot of these other games. Who can get the next big combo?
I mean, yeah, we've got an even game. We're chilling here. Verm, you got to make something happen, though. It'd be nice if it was something big to switch the momentum around, too. Because even if you take one, you still got to take 2 more to win the set.
The scary thing as well is about what they haven't shown yet. And we've only seen one of these at the start of the set, which is the Danila Witch Time. It's always a factor. You always have to be afraid of it. Especially in this case where you can potentially seal the Verminator stock. This is where everything will come out of the utility belt.
Yup.
These fares coming out from Danila. The air dodge.
Oh, could have had it? No, it probably wouldn't have killed that early. Maybe he would have, actually. He wants it, though.
Both these players want it. They want those smash attacks. The downward ABK not quite going to link into that final kill, but Danila is looking for that final hit. He's looking for that jab, looking for that bear. Forward throw?
That might be it. That's going to seal it. 3-0 in Danila's favor over the Verminator. Hey, Danila's first 3-0.
It is a first so far for the Danila in this entire summit, and a great way as well to kick off our first Gauntlet match of the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how this works. I was like, man, we're watching good Smash. What's next? So now Danila is going to go forward to face CRB, who I believe CRB got second in his pool, as opposed to I believe he was supposed to get first. But the GOAT era